From the unknown to the stars, from the couch to the car, from the unheralded and the unheard, to the legends and beyond, it's where we all belong. Yes, this is where it all starts. From every genre, from every plane, this is where the music's played. So tune right in, won't you bring a friend? This is where it all begins. Welcome to the show, let the music flow of every style and creed. And you can bet your socks that ETX rocks, ETX rocks.
Hey guys, Boston Chris here with the 14th episode of Songbirds and Troubadours presented by the ETX ROCKS Show, where we feature on the songwriter. That's right, the songwriter is one of the most unheralded arms of the music industry, in my humble opinion, and we are a huge fan of the songwriter, as I hope both of you guys know. A huge fan of original music as well. And on this show, we love to just listen to original music and bring it out to you guys out there every single week on Wednesday. Now, if you've watched the show before, you might know that we film these on Sunday night here on the set, aka our living room. And we have two phenomenal songwriters in the house today for you guys. We have David Allen, all the way from Reklaw, Texas, where Lake Striker is. And we have Shannon Baker from Big Sandy, Texas, where Lake Ladewater almost is.
Yeah.
That was a geography joke for you guys that are following at home. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so we're going to get right to some original music. We're going to have each of these guys introduce themselves. And what you're going to get tonight is 5 songs each from David and Shannon. Maybe a little bit of storytelling about the songs if we can get these guys to loosen up a little bit. I know Shannon's a bit nervous.
Maybe a little bit.
But we're going to get them to loosen up. And you guys out there that are fans of the question swap segment, we're still doing that. These guys are going to be forced under torture, Chinese style, to ask questions. So like dripping water over and over and over and over. That's Chinese torture. I finally said the word right.
Wow.
So don't go anywhere. This is Songbirds and Troubadours number 14 coming at you live from the ETX ROCKS Show.
Hey, this is Makin. Thanks for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
Well, I am David Allen, the drifting outlaw from Reklaw. And the first song I got is a song that I wrote about my second ex. About 5 years after we split, I came to my senses and wrote this song. Title is Pieces of Our Life. Pieces of our life. I thought we always had it all. We're past. Can I do this over?
Yep, absolutely. And we should have told you all that too. We can retake anything. So if you're not happy, we can retake it.
For some reason, I thought we were going to start the songs later. So, okay. All right. I need to introduce you.
Nope.
Cut?
I'll cut it all out. I've got your introduction. I'll cut out that part of the song, and then we'll just start right now with the song.
So this song's titled "The Pieces of Our Life." We're dividing up pieces of our life. I thought we always had it all. We're past torn up pretending that we haven't hit the wall. I can't stop thinking of you now. This page I don't know how to turn. There is a lot I still don't know. There is a lot I need to learn about me. I wonder now if you were ever mine. I've heard some stories from the vine, and I can only thank those ties that bind. They have never ever lost your mind. Is my new best friend. Every time you leave, he moves right in, sits down, has a drink with me, reminding me of everything you mean to me. I wonder now if you were ever mine. I've heard some stories from the vine, and I can only thank those ties that bind. They have never ever lost your mind. They have never ever lost your mind.
That's cool.
Thank you.
I like that. It was a good song. That was cool. And she lost her mind. How did you write that? Just curious.
Well, after I split with her, I took about a 5-year sabbatical, and then just started getting over it. And I've written probably about 300 songs.
How long did it take you to write that song?
An hour, 45 minutes an hour.
That's what I figured.
You just
takes
release it, man. You just let it out.
Comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Okay. I wrote this song. Well, I'll try to remember this too. I wrote this song. It's called I've Seen Texas. And how I came about this song was, you know how you dream sometimes and it just seems real vivid or whatever. And I had the chorus playing in my head of I've seen Texas, and the actual tune was in my head. And I literally had to get a map of Texas out to find places that I could put in this song. And it was just took me a little bit, but to figure out, can I use this town, that town, whatever. Anyway, so this is how she goes. I've seen Texas. We were together for so long. I don't know what went wrong. When I came home yesterday, you were nowhere to be found. once or twice, but I wasn't the one who was comfortable living on the edge. Now I'm going places that I've never been, trying to find you where you've gone, where you've been. I've been to Houston, I've been to Dallas, I've been to places in between, Mossville Center and Norman G. I've been to Longview, I've been to Corpus, I've been to places that you said, San Angelo, Breckenridge. But if I never see your face, I've seen Texas. I've been to Pecos, I've been to Austin, I've been to places in between San Antonio and Cedar Creek. I've been to Tyler, I've been to Baytown, I've been to places that you said for the pocket of Harlingen. But if I never see your face, yeah, if I never see your face, I've seen Texas. You know I have.
I didn't hear Reklaw in there.
Well, you know.
Nobody's been to Reklaw.
I can't spell Reklaw. You did good to write that. Can't put everything in there.
Be a long song.
It would be a very long song considering the size of Texas. But there is a part of Texas where there's really not a whole lot of places. There's just one big huge spot,
It's just that one little spot is the size of Wisconsin.
Something to that defect, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's about right. Out I think out in West Texas, past Terralingo or somewhere in there, What you got?
Would you? While you were sleeping, thought came to my mind. What were you dreaming? And in your dream were you still mine? While you were sleeping, I vowed to make your dreams come true. Is there a place for me in you? Do you still love me through and through? While you were sleeping, I wondered why you married me. Furthest man from perfect that you'll ever see. You're my piece of heaven, I'm your piece of hell. I've tried a million times and failed. And you know this all too well. While you were sleeping, I told you I love you. 'Cause I don't say near enough, don't mean that it ain't true. While you were sleeping, I thank the Lord I know more than most. I'm gonna need a little help. Someone that can forgive me and hopefully forget. While you were busy sleeping, I asked for your forgiving. While you were sleeping, I told you I love you. 'Cause I don't say it near enough, don't mean that it ain't true. While you were sleeping, I thanked the Lord above. All the men that walked this earth, you gave me your love. While you were sleeping, while you were sleeping, while you were sleeping. While you were sleeping.
I like that. You win. She was crying. I was almost with her.
That song was for her and to her. So yes.
Well, yeah, I was almost crying with her. That was a good song. Okay, let's see. I got one or three to choose from here. That's about all I got. No. Well, he did that one. It was just so pretty, and I don't know. All right, I'm gonna do this one. I wrote this one. I was trying to. I've been playing a lot of pretty music and trying to write my version of a pretty song, and so I was at my daughter's graduation party, and my daughter wanted me to play at her graduation party, and so we were there, and somebody hollers out, "Hey, do that one you wrote about that woman." And I said, "Okay." They said, "It's about your wife, ain't it?" And I said, "Well, not really." And my dad in the background, he goes, "Well, whose wife is it about, son?" And I was like, "Somebody got a backhoe so I can dig this hole faster?" So anyway, and I was thinking about what would I say, and then what would somebody else say about their woman, And so I come up with this song. It's called "For the Love of My Woman." Now, what's funny is I've played in several bands, and this buddy of mine, he says, "Hey, do that song for the blood of my woman," and I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's wrong." So. All right. For the love of my woman. For the love of my woman, I would climb the highest ground. I would swim the roughest sea. For there are no doubts. Anytime that you want me to, all these things I will do for you. For the love of my woman. For the love of my woman. I would make this solemn vow to love her endlessly. Every day there are no doubts. I don't care if you want me to. All these things I will do for you. For the love of my woman. don't know of. This is where the pretty lead guitar plays. Oh, she can make my day so much brighter. She can make my night so full of love. She can make me love her like no other. So many ways I don't know of. For the love of my woman, I would climb the highest ground. I would swim her up the sea. Love that are no bounds. Anytime that you want me to leave, all these things I will do for you. For the love of my woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For the love of my woman. Oh, yeah, for the love of my woman.
All right. Now, whose wife was that about?
Yeah, you know, us, you know, any given one, whoever wants to, you know, think about that song. So, yeah.
So the next song I got here is about being on the road and trying not to be lured in by all the pretty women that are out in the audience when you're up on stage doing your thing. This is called I Ain't Making It Out Alive. Women are so pretty here underneath these neon lights, and I'd like to take them all back home tonight. I got that fever in my soul, the outlaw state of mind, keeps me moving sideways down the line. But I'm looking for a place to turn around, where I can place my feet back on the ground. 'Cause I've been flying straight to hell with the devil by my side, and I know I ain't getting out alive. I know I ain't getting out alive. It's not too late to say I'm sorry. Always tell myself not too sure how much I still believe. Nothing ever lasts forever. Hear myself repeat, I can't change for someone always leaves. But I'm looking for a place to turn around, where I can place my feet back on the ground. 'Cause I've been flying straight to hell with the devil by my side, and I know I ain't getting out alive. And I know I ain't getting out alive. Girl, I know you tried your best, and I can't say the same. But if it helps ease your pain, I'll take all the blame. Been living like there's no tomorrow, honky tonks and dives, and I know I ain't getting out alive. And I know I ain't getting out alive. And I know I ain't getting out alive. know I ain't getting out of line.
I just want to clap now. Absolutely. You ever listen to Waylon Jennings much?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I was just wondering, you know.
That's about 85% of
It
anything
comes
that
out
goes
in
in
you a
my
little
ears.
bit. It kind of oozes from you a little bit every now and then, you know.
Well, thank you.
Book behind you.
There's not a bigger compliment than that.
So Shannon, besides myself and Chris, who's the most famous person you've ever met? Music-wise.
Music-wise, okay. Oh, that's tough. I'm not really a big name dropper, but I mean I've you know, I've opened for, you know, done shows with Johnny Paycheck, the guy that what was it? Doug Supernaw, and I did not know it until last Friday. My dad and I were talking, and we were on our way to Dallas to a doctor's appointment for him, and he's got XM radio, and Hank Thompson came on the radio, and I said, I did not realize he did so many songs, and I was telling Boston this earlier. I did not realize that I had played for somebody who was, you know, that large, and back in the day, and until last Friday, I did one gig with Hank Thompson, and I'll never forget. He just looks at me and goes, "Son, you know some of that takeoff guitar," which is the intro guitar, you know. I was like, yes, sir. But that's probably the biggest that Neil McCoy got on stage one time with a band I was playing with, and but yeah, I don't know. I've done some other stuff with some other folks too, so I don't really know.
Cool.
Oh, let's see. How about you? What was some of the most famous people that you've played with?
I've never got to play with any of these guys. I've met a few, but never played with anybody really famous. I didn't know you were going to throw that back at me. Thought I got that one out of the way, huh?
Woohoo! Winner, chicken dinner.
I've shaken hands with quite a few of my heroes, but I've never got to play with anybody that, you know, is a household name for sure.
Okay. Fair enough.
So that was your question.
That was my
Thanks.
question. You're welcome.
I'm gonna ask you questions that I can answer now.
Okay.
All right. So, how long does it take for you to usually write a song, and is there a certain way you do it, as in, you know, you go in your room or you go out on the road or you're sitting on your tractor or whatever? Where's the most common place you write your songs, and about how long does it take?
That's a good question. That's a really good question, because, you know, as a songwriter, you know as well as I do, you know, a song could take 7 minutes to write or 7 years, and so like I'll get. I was on the phone with a friend of mine. I called a friend of mine up in Nashville. She's a realtor now, but she's also done music management and stuff like that over the years. And she said, "I am so glad you called." And and she was telling me, she said, "Yeah, I've been dating this guy for a long time, and he lives in Tyler, and she used to live in like Art area, somewhere like that." And she says, she starts telling me this story about, you know, he left, and going back to East Texas, and she's living up in Nashville, long distance relationship, so those never work, and that I know of. Anyway, she gets a call like the following Monday. That was like a Sunday, and she gets a call like 2 days later or something like that, and she says, and it was all, you know, I love you, I miss you, but it was always, you know, kind of a one-sided relationship. You know, she was always, you know, calling him, you know, everything was about him, and so, she said he found somebody new, and they make him complete, and so, you know, that song probably took me 30 minutes to write, but then I've got another one that, and I used some of those same, you know, quotes that she said in that particular song, but then I got another one that I started thinking about, you know, playing in my backyard, and it took me about 7 minutes to write like half of it, and I'd toy with it every now and then, you know, and then 3 years later, I got I said one word different, and it caused me to write the rest of the song in another 7 minutes. So 3 years and 14 minutes later, I had a new song. So yeah, you know, so yeah, but
Do you have a go-to place as well?
not really. I just I'll get an idea in my head, and I may be in the living room, maybe in my bedroom recording, and I'll have to stop recording to write whatever. But usually when I write, I don't know how you do it, and that's probably going to be my question to you again. So when and I know you were thinking about that ahead of time, but usually I'll write the music, you know, and the lyrics kind of about the same time, because I have a few rules on writing. You know, if it don't flow, it don't go, and that's basically my only rule. You know, and I played so many cover tunes over the years. I'm sure you can tell, you know, the different styles that I've played, just, you know, listening to, you know, some of my stuff, that I've listened to everybody else's music, and I'm like, okay, well, I could use this word, or I could use that word, but this one works better, but I think it tells the story better with that one. So I guess same question.
Shannon Baker took the easy way out on this one.
Yes, I did.
Songbirds and Troubadours.
Well, I had questions, but he's asking really good ones, and I don't, you know, I'm like, oh, boy, I feel like a ding dong. Oh, gosh, I'll tell you.
I usually write my songs going down the road. I don't like to have a guitar in my hand because I will end up playing in the same progressions that I wrote the last couple songs. So I will make sure that I sing a different melody in my head. And so I'll write the words. I have an hour commute to work and back each day. So, so on the way to work, you know, I'll write a song, and on the way back I'll write a song. Really, I mean, I write quite a bit, but I'll wait till sometime, you know, after I get a guitar in my hand, and then I'll pound out the chords in it, because I want the melody in my head. I don't want the same chords, because I've done that before, where I said I'm going to write a song, I'm going to sit down with my guitar, and then I always start in the same key because it's my favorite key, you know, and then you're going to the second next note, and then you fight, and then you end up changing the melody to try to do something different. And I got done with that. So I'll write all the lyrics, I'll have the song done, the melody done, everything done, and then I'll pick up a guitar and figure out what the guitar's supposed to be doing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I have a problem with, I'll come up with songs in my head going down the road, but then I have this theory that when I open the door, they just all fall out.
Well, that's what you got to have your phone. You got that little microphone on your phone. Yeah, sing the melody in there. find the melody, sing it in there, and then just take it back to the
Well,
house.
I never thought about playing it, I guess.
Hey, how much do you guys feel like venues' persistence on cover music stifles creativity for songwriters?
It's tough. I mean, it's hard enough to go out there and put your heart out on the line, you know. But the second hardest thing is to look out and see everybody out on their phone or leaving. I mean, it's tough to do. If you're in the right crowd with the right people, it's a lot of fun. And, you know, but when you're up on a big stage and you've got, you know, a house full of dancers and stuff like that, you know, I'm playing cover songs because I'll throw an original out there and I might get a little, you know, good feedback to it, and I usually do, but it doesn't grab the attention. I mean, you know, the girls aren't coming and dancing in front of the stage on it, you know. So I'm thinking, okay, that I could have done a better cover song that people know rather than throwing out an original. So I don't know that there's a big response for what I do, you know, with a full band out there. You know, I think maybe if I got the CD done and got some plays out there and people started knowing the songs a little bit, then it'd be a lot better to do that. So
Yeah, I have mixed feelings on that, on the, you know, whether the cover tunes stifle us or not, because I look at it like, you know, we have our favorite artists that we listen to, and you know, playing their stuff is kind of an honor. You know, to me it's kind of an honor for, you know, if I walked into a place and somebody was playing one of my songs, I would be, look, my song, you know, I would be, you know, yeah, absolutely. And I think it kind of helps us grow. It kind of stifles us in some ways, but in others, you know, when you think about it, you could kind of steal some of the idea, but not necessarily the song. Does that make sense?
well, I mean, you can even change up the cover song and, you know, and stuff like
Well,
that. But
no, I don't mean the tune or anything. I'm just talking about, you know, the idea of the, you know, for the lyrics or something like that. You know, you could, somebody wrote a song about, you know, I don't know, a woman leaving a man. I don't know who.
I've never heard a song like that.
I haven't either, but you know.
6 of them tonight.
Nuh-uh, he's my dad. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, but playing all their stuff, and you get to learn all the different, you know, a lot of different progressions and stuff like that. So you have all that information to pull from.
oh yeah, I think we all start by playing covers.
Yeah. So I just look at it, you know, as information to pull from, and, you know, toss this, toss that. I can use this, and I don't want that. That's just me. So yeah, I mean, I have mixed feelings. I'm kind of like you about that too, you know, in a way, but at the same time, you know, like I said, pull that out, toss that. So
And the audiences are so finicky anymore that, you know, it only takes one or two songs that they don't like, and they're getting up and they're leaving. You know,
Yeah.
so it's kind of scary to go out there and try to, you know, try something new when you know you could do a cover and keep them. You know,
Yeah.
I can do The Ride from David Allan Coe and get everybody, you know, involved, or I could do Pieces of My Life by me and have two people after the show come up and say they really like the song.
and you've got some. Hello, my name is Shannon Baker. Big guy, girl's name. I can't make that stuff up. I'm from Big Sandy, Texas. Been playing for about 37 years now, ish. And let's see, what else do I got? I got a song I wrote about. Wasn't the first one, but it's one that where it's a different take on getting over somebody in a relationship. That's what we'll call it. It's called Things Aren't All That Bad. Things Aren't All That Bad. I can't say there's no tomorrow. I can't see past yesterday. No more pain, no more sorrow. It's gonna hurt me anyway. Before you left me, I hurt so bad, I felt like dying. Since you walked out that door, I don't hurt so bad. Maybe I'll stop crying. Baby, don't you know I'm gonna be alright. Baby, since you left me, there's blue in my sky. I might be alone now. Things might look so sad. Even though you left me, things aren't all that bad. Maybe you're wrong, but I know I'm right. At least that's what I tell myself. I gotta keep going, gotta keep up the fight. I've gotta watch myself. Before you left me, I hurt so bad, I felt like dying. Since you walked out that door, I don't hurt so bad, and you know that I stopped crying. Baby, don't you know I'm gonna be alright. Baby, since you left me, there's blue in my sky. I'm not feeling now. Things might look so sad. Even though you left me, things aren't all that bad. Even though you left me, things aren't all that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things aren't all that bad.
I'm thinking about doing Kamikaze.
I'm scared.
This is a song I wrote for my first ex, and it's before I heard a Waylon Jennings song. So I was probably 23 or so. I was 2 years into my first marriage when I came up with this song. It's called Kamikaze because that's what our marriage was. I'm not happy, and you can tell. Our love is invisible. We're playing a picture on TV, and I tell you it's a masterpiece. I'm tired of thinking if we're true, I need a reason to get back into loving you. I'm not happy, it's kind of strange. It's like living in an unlocked cage. Not even certain I need a reason to get back into loving you. Cause of you. Cause of you. My wristband kept messing with the strings there. Okay, I'm done with that one. I couldn't mute it. It kept hitting against the side. I couldn't mute it.
That's awesome.
Maybe your
Out of
wristband,
there.
your wristband was Kamikaze. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Oh my
it
gosh.
worked about as good as my first marriage.
Oh wow. Oh wow. You know, you get invited here and you get and you get and you get a little excited about, you know, doing this, you know, because somebody's wanting to do this for the right reasons, and they've made this wrapper childproof for this Hall's menthol thing that I'm about to suck on here, and so and so you know, you're trying to remember, you know, which songs you want to do, which songs you don't want to do, and all that stuff. And so I have to do this one because my mother would be upset if I did not. And this is her favorite song. It's not my favorite song, and I wrote the stupid thing. So you've got those, right? Maybe. Okay, but evidently not. I'm the only one. All right. Thank you. Thank you for reassuring me of that.
The songs I don't like get ripped up and thrown in the trash before anybody hears them.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. So a lot of times sometimes I'll think of stuff, you know, that I think would, you know, how people feel about each other or whatever, and obviously, and some of my songs are based on true stories that happened, and I'm wandering through all my songs here, and I'm thinking, okay, I got to do this one, but I want to do this one, but I got this one too. So, anyway, but this one's called "I Do," and this is my mom's favorite song. It's called "I Do." The song is "I Do." Do you like to walk and talk for hours? Do you like the way I hold you tight? Do you sit and think about tomorrow? Do you know how I feel about you tonight? We can sit and talk about forever. Now we'll listen and smile. You can say anything that you want to, as long as I'm by your side. Do you want to stay together forever? I do. Yeah, I do. Do you see us growing old together? Do you want to hold my hand real tight? Do you know we ought to say forever? Do you know that all I want is you for life? We can sit and talk about
Mama's right. Mama's always right.
Mama's always right.
Okay, for my last song, I'm going to do a song I wrote called I'll Race You. This goes out to my second ex. And so it's can I cuss on this thing or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it then. I don't blame you for leaving. I've been thinking that way too. So when I caught you cheating, I knew that we were through. Guess you just got tired of the American dream. But even through rejection, won't thank you for my wings. And I will race you out the front door, and I'll race you out the gate. I'll race you out of town, hell, I'll race you out of state. I'll race you to the bottle, and I'll race you to the grave. And then I can't erase you from the promises you made. I will take the bar rooms, the women who drink beer, and that Harley in the front yard, that's music to my ears. You can have the asshole you've been sleeping with. I will take my freedom with another shot of gin. And I will race you out the front door, and I'll race you out the gate. I'll race you out of town, hell, I'll race you out of state. I'll race you to the bottle, then I'll race you to the grave. And then I can't erase you from the promises you made. And I will race you out the front yard, and I'll race you out the gate. I'll race you out of town, hell, I'll race you out of state. I'll race you to the bottle, then I'll race you to the grave. And then I can't erase you from the promises you made. Then I can't erase you from the promises you made.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
You had me mouthing words there at the last one. Steve. All right, I'm on board. Wow. How do you follow that? Oh man. Okay. So I've got a few songs where I used to play about anywhere from 250, 280 gigs a year and work a day job. And that's a lot of work, by the way. And so anyway, I came home one afternoon from work, and my wife told me, she said, I want you to know your children think that you can fix anything. And so what we did is they'd take all their toys that they broke and they'd sit on the bar, and this was my fix-it pile that I'm supposed to be responsible for, right? So I'm having to, whenever I go to get home, I got to break out, soldering iron, wrenches, whatever, super glue, whatever it took to fix this, these toys and stuff. And so I got to thinking about, when I was growing up and all the things that we used to say, and we, how we brag on our dads and stuff like that. And I wasn't going to do this song tonight, but I'm going to do this one just because of some things going on. And anyway, and I played this song at a gig, and this is kind of funny. And I played this song at a gig, and it was a kind of a house thing. I did it once a week, and this lady come out, and she goes, "You have got to play that sad song that you played last week. Oh, it made my daughter cry." And I said, "Oh, well, what is it? This one?" And she goes, No, that wasn't it." And I said, "Okay." she says, no, it was that one, that one. And I said, okay, well, what was it about? She said, I don't know, it made my daughter cry, and it's about your dad or something. Oh, okay. And I just couldn't imagine, this song making anybody cry, but okay. It's called He's My Dad. Let me find the right key here. That's what we do, right? We forget our own keys. Thought he could be Superman, the smartest man in the land, always fixing the cars and stuff on the house and helping me to understand. I know I done wrong a time or three, but he was always there to carry me, pick me up and dust me off and say, son, I think you'll be alright. He's my dad, the one who can fix anything. He's my dad, the one who was tough on me. And I can still remember growing up. He's my dad, I know that he loves me. He's my dad, I know, 'cause he told me. And I sure think that my dad can beat yours up. This is where the hot guitar plays. I guess I can sing that part. I came home from work the other night. My children met me at the door. My wife was telling me you ought to hear them say, he's my dad, the one who can fix anything. He's my dad, the one who was tough on me. And I can still remember growing up. He's my dad, I know that he loves me. He's my dad, I know, 'cause he told me. I sure think that my dad can beat yours up. He's my dad, the one who can fix anything. He's my dad, the one who was tough on me. I can still remember growing up. He's my dad, I know, 'cause he loves me. He's my dad, I know, 'cause he told me. And I sure think that my dad can beat yours up. I sure think that my dad can beat yours up.
That is a tearjerker. My dad was 6'4", and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I was. That was the one that she said that was it.
All right, so y'all have been tuned in to episode 14 of Songbirds and Troubadours with David Allen and Shannon Baker. Man, we've had a great time here tonight with these guys. A lot of laughs, a lot of retakes, but it was all well worth it. We call that bonus music when we have to retake something, and these guys have been profusely apologizing, and I just want you guys to know we've had a great time, and we want to thank you guys for coming out.
well, thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I promised everybody out there that we would find out more about where you can follow along with these great songwriters earlier in the show. So I'm going to start with David. Where can folks follow along with you on social media?
Facebook, David Allen, the Drifting Outlaw, Reverb Nation, David Allen, the Drifting Outlaw.
And do you have any music available?
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere?
Yeah.
Like iTunes and stuff like that?
No, I mean, Reverb Nation.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have, I put out, I did an album, and it cost me almost $9,000. I did an album, and when I got done with it, I didn't like it. So I don't have an album out there. I'm working on my second one, though.
Awesome.
Working on my
How
second
soon do
one.
you think that might be ready?
Let's ask Philip Griffith.
Okay, I will do that.
Because he's the one that...
You're not as brutally handsome as you think you are, Philip Griffith. I'm just saying.
We're coming for you.
Hair is important. Hair is important. Philip's like, no, it's not, man. Bald is beautiful. Philip Griffith, get off the can, man. We need some David Allen music. So it's David Allen and the Drifting Outlaw is his nickname on social media.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the David Allen that was on our show Friday. Two different guys. It just happened to work out that you guys were both scheduled to come here this week. It was crazy. And I was like, wait, are these guys different? Or, like, what's going on here? Because I've never seen them in the same room at the same time. I'm just saying. They both have beautiful facial hair. But same question for Shannon Baker, the big guy with a woman's name.
That's right. Big guy, girl's name. I'm on Facebook. I just a generic Facebook. It's Shannon Baker. And I do have a Reverb Nation page. There again, Shannon Baker. But I just released an album, and it's on Spotify and Amazon, and I released it through Reverb Nation. So it usually takes a minute to get to iTunes and stuff like that. So I don't think it's there just yet, but it is on Amazon. And but the album is called One. It's my first one, and so
Creative name.
Yeah, and so it's Shannon Baker and One.
Okay.
And
what do you think the second one will be called?
Maybe
Black Album.
Maybe Quattro.
Quattro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like a Latin jazz album.
It's strictly Gaelish rap.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can't beat a good Gaelic rap album.
No.
Because in that language, everything rhymes. I mean, it's perfect. There's a lot of phlegm involved.
Absolutely.
You could call the album Phlegm.
Yeah.
Or the band could be called Phlegm.
And singing Flemish.
Yeah.
Even
Which is better than Finnish, because that's the end.
There you go. That's right.
That's right. So it's Shannon Baker, and you have a Reverb Nation. It's Shannon Baker on there as well.
Yes, sir.
So you guys make sure you're checking these guys out on Reverb Nation. They're both on there. David Allen, the Drifting Outlaw, Shannon Baker. The album is called One. Very easy to find. One.
Yeah, there's another Shannon Baker out there, but it's a female.
That chick doesn't matter.
And
not at all.
And mine does not have my picture on it. I just used a photo that my son took, and
well, let's hope she doesn't name her album so creatively.
I hope so too. I'm hoping the same thing.
Well, we had Anna Kendrick on the show, who's actually Anna Stockdale, right? And then she got married to a guy named Kendrick. Well, apparently there's a really famous Anna Kendrick out there in pop music.
Oh yeah.
So that was a lot of fun getting it was almost like clickbait.
Well, there's a famous model, Shannon Baker, also.
Well, there you go. It was
Woman.
It was great to have you in the house.
Well,
I've seen all of your work.
Well,
all of his work.
I'm scared now.
Right? But anyway, this has been episode 14 of Songbirds and Troubadours. We started this project in January. We're already on episode 14. Really excited to focus on the songwriter each and every week. If you tuned into the show for the first time, we film this show every single Sunday night, and it's released every single Wednesday morning. You guys are going to want to subscribe to our YouTube if you're out there watching on YouTube, because you will get advance notice before anybody else of every single episode that we release for this show. You'll get notified through email. And so that's always a huge plus for you folks that love to have new content, new music in your email box at all times. Also, you guys need to check out the brand new website that we just launched at www.etxrocks.show. And make sure it's .show, not .com. There's a big difference in that. Like show and com, apparently. You know?
they're spelled different too.
Yeah,
I
in
think.
every language, even Gaelic.
All right.
Yeah. It's spelled S-H, something like that, yeah. That's not going to make Final Cut, don't worry.
Okay. I don't care.
People have been like, something wrong with him.
He got a speech impediment.
Yeah. Somebody dropped that boy on his head.
Suffering thick.
As we always say on this show and every single show that we do, we want to thank you guys out there for always supporting live music of all genres and all styles, even songwriters. And don't ever forget,
ETX rocks.
Yeah, that's it.
that's right.
From the unknown to the stars, from the couch to the car, from the unheralded and the unheard, to the legends and beyond, it's where we all belong. Yes, this is where it all starts. From every genre, from every plane, this is where the music's played. So tune right in, won't you bring a friend? This is where it all begins. Welcome to the show, let the music flow of every style and creed. And you can bet your socks that ETX rocks.